Christian, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. I can honestly say I think you're one of the most open and transparent company directors I've been lucky enough to meet in this industry, and you always tell it like it is.
Thanks so much for this feedback. Cheers.
So I think obviously we're all fixated on the boom period that this industry is enjoying at the moment. As a sort of valuable member of what we loosely term the supply chain, what has this spike in activity meant for you as a business?
Well, it's been really interesting. What we see is, the move ahead basically, and how vibrant this market is at the moment. You still need to get the projects. We're quite happy to be quite well occupied till about 23, 24, so that's starting to fill up now. And I think the main key is really to get projects which fit well to your own organization. Nice spread with different shipyards, and really build up on relationships with our clients, with final clients and clients of the products we have, but really also with the shipyards on a long-lasting term, rather than just getting in whatever you can at the moment, and not kind of get yourself crazy with some pricing, which we do see in the market as well. So, be kind of down to earth and subtle with it.
Yeah, I think it's a very good point, because obviously we both know that it's a hugely competitive market that you're operating in. The market conditions are very challenging, whether the new build market is in a positive place or in a negative place. I feel the interior outfitting sector is a very competitive market. Is that a fair appraisal?
Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, we're not that many stakeholders within our group to say so. So, it's a two handful. You kind of know each other very well, and of course we have a line of suppliers and partners which is widely spread and shared between us as well. But I really believe it's much more about long-lasting relationship with shipyards, with our clients, to really build up on. And it's challenging. It's quite clear we have to meet the highest expectations in these projects. But I think if you do well, and if you really have a sense of partnership throughout the entire chain, you can really do nice business and nice projects in our industry, definitely.
So it sounds like your outlook for the future of the market is quite positive. Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely. We're mainly focused on the Northern European new build market, to say so. Of course, we do quite a bit of refit as well, but I think it's no secret to say that these shipyards, they're well booked at the moment, and I think they have a very solid client base. So we're kind of in second position to them, of course, and that looks quite promising. Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
So the overarching theme of these interviews is Superyacht 2030.
Yeah.
And on the one hand, that sounds like a very long time away, but at the same time, it's only probably in your world, probably 2 build cycles for the really big custom projects.
Yes.
What is your outlook up to 2030? And I think crucially, what would you like to see change within the industry over the coming years?
Yeah. Hi. I think what we've been seeing on the propulsion side of yachting, on system side of yachting, is really that people would like to have a smaller footprint. They're really trying to go with sustainable systems, and I think there's a huge move in that direction, which I believe is great. We all need to look at what we leave as a footprint on these seas we're on, and on this planet we're living on. Sometimes I haven't seen that coming through to the bottom end of our doing, to be honest. And I would really hope that people come along with us there in having a different view to sustainability throughout the building process, meaning that we're working with natural products for a large extent, that you kind of take that as given, that there is a certain imperfection in a natural product. Doesn't mean that the quality is less, but you just have a different base product. And I need to be honest that we've seen quite a bit of situations lately where people just haven't got that perspective to it. So, you know, you hear a lot about sustainability. Yes, of course, we, you know, have a brand new production site, and we look to keep our production cycle as sustainable as possible. But at the end of the day, there is a lot of outside stakeholders who have a big impact on our pure sustainability at the end of the day. So I really hope that we can kind of, as a group, grow towards a bit more sustainable approach in yacht building. And having said that, I'm glad that a lot of it is already happening and on the go. But I do believe there is more to catch up on that in the interior side. Apart from that, you know, it's probably no secret that boats are getting bigger and bigger, yachts are getting bigger and bigger, and I think you'll see in the 30s that that's still ongoing. Probably not, you know, you're more the expert than I am looking at these figures, but that's a kind of sign we see as well. And to do these projects is really again about partnership, about being close together, understanding each other's processes, and see how we can cooperate on these projects with shipyards and all other stakeholders around it.
So do you feel then that who potentially has a role to play in catalysing that shift in sustainability?
I think that there are many stakeholders who do. I believe designers, owners rep, as well as shipyards, but really designers and owners rep, I think you will see it already now that people come along and they have a different view than they had many years back. I do believe if they take the owners basically by hand and wander this sustainable way together, they have a big impact. And you know, we have these discussions with designers as well, and sometimes you find yourself in a situation where people are a bit more open to, and sometimes it's maybe too early for these discussions. But I do believe it's really people being close to the owners and being able to translate what quality really is. You know, often that in my view, there's a certain misperception of what quality is.
And so I suppose then we all have a role to play as educators, as teachers in some way.
And I think, you know, people like yourself, like media is a strong factor in this entire discussion. But again, you know, there's a lot of it happening, and I think outside the yachting world there's so much happening in this respect. So I believe we're kind of bound to go there as well. And if you look at the ultimate clients, they are big stakeholders in this society, of course, so they need to kind of play a full role in it as well. And I'm happy to see that there's quite a lot of owners who do as well.
And I suppose then if the boats are getting bigger, that can only be positive for a custom interior outfitter.
Yeah, I couldn't deny that one, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, well, Christian, thanks so much.
Thanks so much,
Pleasure as always.
Cheers.
Nice talking
Thanks.
to you. Cheers.
Cheers.